Side for this break. This is LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service.
Bravo!
It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way, by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service. Some might call that old school. But then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
Hi, football fans. This is Jonathan Moosemeyer from Glenn Smith in Opelika. We are happy to be a sponsor of high school football. We believe that high school athletics builds character among young people, and we are honored to lend our support. This is a great area to live, play, work, worship, and retire. In our 27th year, we are your Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer with over 600 new and used vehicles every day. Online at glennsmith.com. Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC. Get ready to smile.
Life costs money, sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans from $300 to $15,000 with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit onefc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
And welcome back to the Granger pregame show. Time now for Coach's Corner, our weekly conversation with head coach Chuck Gibbs. And Coach, Central rushed for a lot of yards last week, but they were mostly between the 20s. Defense did a good job with the two exceptions, the long touchdown play and then get the touchdown inside the end zone. But other than that, all those yards, and they kept the Lions out of the end zone.
Yeah, sometimes you gotta play bend don't break, and we got a lot of injuries on both sides of the ball. And when you're playing with kids that started the season as backups and they go in there, you can take shots, but at the end of the day, it's a matter of how many points can we keep them, from scoring on and putting points on the scoreboard. And kind of that was the defensive mindset. We knew their run game was good. A little concerned that they able to throw the ball, so we knew we weren't going to let them get an easy one on through the passing game, and they got us one on a jet sweep that that might still be running, and then the long one where the quarterback made a great play, and we had a blitz called, and one of the kids didn't hear the blitz, and so again, defense is all about run fits, and you can play great on 98% of your snaps, but it's the 2% you don't play or you don't fit up right, and our region are good enough to get out the door. So, we just couldn't quite hold them to a few enough points to get the win.
Of the 14 games, 10 last year and 4 this year, 8 of them have been just one-score games, wins and losses. That's pretty good for the defense, keeping them to one-score games like that.
Yeah, when you got a competitive program, you're going to be in football games, and I'll tell you what, I bet they're selling a lot of popcorn in the stands because we don't have the problem with Alabama. Ain't nobody leaving the stadium early at our games. The flip side is, kind of feel like President of the United States, 4 years of this, and I'll be either all white, gray hair, or no hair at all. They keep you on the edge of your seats. And, we're still trying to find a way. We're trying to find that missing ingredients to get us over the hump.
You talked about the injury ladens. Where are we now with the injuries?
Worse than before. We lost A.J. Traylor, our starting free safety, and our ex-receiver. We lost him for the year. Shoulder. Sam Yates to a shoulder. Jonathan Sutton on the one play where, the controversial no call. Play, he got hit in the back of the head, and they called a blindside block, but he's going to be out with a concussion. Kinsey Rowland starting right tackle, so we lost our tackle and our 3 technique. And then Kinsey Rowland, our starting right tackle, might have torn a meniscus. 3, 4 very key players. 2 of them are two-way players. Clay Gibbs went. He went out on the first play, took a shot on the ankle, and so we pretty much pulled him for the game. We're going to see if he can go tonight, but realistically, we lost potentially 4 starters last Friday. Puts us in a bad spot, but we are where we are, and we compete with who we got. I've been telling the kids all week, look, we train together, we fight together, we win together. You fight where you're told to fight, and you win where you're told to fight, and that's our expectation. That's the standard here at LaGrange, and expect that again tonight.
Your deal is always alignment, assignment, and effort. And Dylan Orville on the 4th down play, Caleb Ross on his touchdown, showing a lot of good effort.
Yeah, and again, you in anything in life, you got to learn to focus and control the controllables. And the one thing that we can control is we can control how much effort we play with. And we know Caleb Ross is he's a special talent when we get him going. We just got to get him going, and that's through coaching and repetition, and him being here. Dylan Norvell, exceptional effort on the 4th down play, imposing your will on your body and willing yourself to get that first down. When you start to practice and play with that type of mindset for the whole team, that's usually when you can have those program changing wins, and tonight might very well be those. We're young tonight, and we're gonna see the 2020 Grangers tonight, in a way. And Dylan Norvell, as much as he's meant to us, he's missed the last 2 days of practice. Had a tooth issue and had to get a tooth pulled, and he's been out. Montavious Martin, our young up and coming, should be a Division I cornerback. Got his ankle rolled last week, so he's been out all week. And so we've had an opportunity to bring some freshmen up and get some, sophomore kids that were playing in JV, get them experience. And, tonight's going to be about managing our roster as much as it is about managing the game.
Looking tonight to our senior spotlight, Keewan Milton is our senior spotlight. Got a chance to see some the video of him today. Just a heck of a lineman. Tell us about him.
Keewan's one that's, kind of been overlooked, through the years. He's been a guy that's, he's a little bit heavy for himself, but, and because of that, his condition is always kind of factored in how many reps he could take, through his sophomore and last year. This year he's really made, turned a corner. I think he's taken almost every practice snap. Had a sublux shoulder that he's played through and played with injury. Keewan's a special soul from a standpoint of, he now has the single squat record at LaGrange. He set it last year at 7 or 6:15, and then 6:25, and then 6:35, and now he's at 6:55. And so he shattered that. He was our Ironman, our lifting award, won the lifting award, and and did so pressing 300 plus pounds and with a bad shoulder, and squatting over 700. He's the one guy that can hit the 1,000-pound club in 2 lifts. Again, he's graded out really well this year at right guard. I think he's up for some postseason honors at that position. He's been none short of dominant. We're going to lean heavy on him tonight and see if we can run the rock right behind him with that size and that heart and that drive. If he can, if he can withstand 4 quarters and play with low pad level, we should have an opportunity to push the pile.
Cedartown has one more loss than they had this time last year. In fact, a bigger loss to Cartersville in the last season. What can you tell us about the Bulldogs?
The Bulldogs are a mystery. They are the most talented 1-4 team in the entire state. I don't know how. Bremen slipped by them 10-7, and that was similar to our Hampton game. That was just a ground and pound grudge match. They lost 1 or 2 of their starting quarterbacks. Cedartown did. Number 3's turned around. I think he's probably their 3rd quarterback. Great runner, great athlete. He's a great cornerback. He's probably their best in their secondary. That they've been working him. Anytime you've got a Kobe Pryor who, if Kobe was in Troup County, he'd be the most decorated athlete in Troup County. He's Clemson's number 1 running back selection for the class of 2020. The kid power cleans about 365 pounds. He'd be the strongest kid in any of the football programs here in Troup County. And they've had the ability to move him from Mike linebacker, which he played last year, up to defensive end. And he is a nightmare coming off the edge. They got a sophomore running back that's, again, it's for some reason Cedartown seems to be the Nick Chubb, capital. And man, they are printing out textbook running backs that are, they're primed to go to Georgia, Alabama, or Clemson. And they got a sophomore that's 6'2", probably 210, 215, that reminds you a lot of Charlie Dixon from Callaway. But he's a big-bodied kid that runs heavy, runs downhill. He's on the other side, on the other edge. And so again, with it, the defensive front four, front six are probably as good as we're going to see this whole year. Cartersville struggled to run the ball against them last week. Bremen struggled to run the ball much against them, 2 weeks ago, and those were both pretty close losses. Their offense has struggled a bit because they've lost, probably their top two quarterbacks, and they've been pretty much one-dimensional. And even though Kobe's, standout running back, you got to have 11, and it takes 11. And so, I think they're banged up, and I think we're banged up. And tonight, I think Coach Kelly and I both, we're going to be managing our rosters, we're going to be managing the game, and pick and choose where you can take shots.
And the key to beating them?
I think the key to beating them, it's been the key to every one of our football games. It really, resides on our sideline. It resides with us. We have to be a better version of us than we've been and put together 4 quarters on both offense, defense, and special teams tonight.
All right, good luck tonight, Coach.
Appreciate it. Go Grangers.
Go Grangers. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups, the coin toss, and the kickoff. But first, we'll step aside for this break. This is LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
The Medicine Cabinet has been proudly serving the community since 2009. Their experienced and friendly staff are committed to making you feel comfortable and cared for. At the Medicine Cabinet, they believe that being a local, independent pharmacy allows them to provide health care and compounding services that are customized to meet your every need. They invite you to come and see for yourself when you're there. You're a part of the Medicine Cabinet family. They will do everything they can to make you feel right at home. Locations in LaGrange on Vernon Road, Lee's Crossing, and Moody Bridge. The Medicine Cabinet on the web at medcaprx.com.
Isn't life crazy? One day your fender gets dented by a runaway shopping cart. The next day, your kid's college entrance exam is a runaway success.
Yes, I got accepted.
But that's life. Some days you're the bug, some days you're the windshield. No worries, your State Farm agent is here in all of life's moments, the good and the not so good, to help life go right. So good day, bad day, any day, let's talk.
State Farm agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
The month of September has arrived and our great deals at Nissan of LaGrange continue. Katie Kate's here and we are doing something special this month. The month of
strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
The Medicine Cabinet has been proudly serving the community since 2009. Their experienced and friendly staff are committed to making you feel comfortable and cared for. At the Medicine Cabinet, they believe that being a local, independent pharmacy allows them to provide health care and compounding services that are customized to meet your every need. They invite you to come and see for yourself when you're there. You're a part of the Medicine Cabinet family. They will do everything they can to make you feel right at home. Locations in LaGrange on Vernon Road, Lee's Crossing, and Moody Bridge. The Medicine Cabinet on the web at medcaprx.com.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Back again here at Doc Ayers Field here in Cedartown, taking a quick look at our scoreboard for today. The Callaway Cavaliers are at Bremen right down the road from us in Region 5 AA action. Region 5 AAA action, we have Sandy Creek is at Troop there at Callaway Stadium, and Cartersville is at Cedartown. Cartersville is at Central Carroll, trying to read my own handwriting here. LaGrange is up here at Cedartown. Should be a good game here between the Grangers and the Bulldogs. Let's step aside for this break, then we'll have the coin toss. Well, this is LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Getting you back into the game is Emory Southern Orthopedics' goal. The full-service orthopedic medical practice features board-certified surgeons, a prompt care center, surgical facility, and physical therapy services. The collaborative medical team at Emory Southern Orthopedics combines with leading-edge orthopedic treatment with proven traditional methods to aid you in achieving an active, pain-free lifestyle. Emory Southern Orthopedics, getting you back into your game.
State Farm, Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
What?
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Hi, football fans. Jonathan Mooseman from Glenn Smith and Opelika. We love this time of year with all the excitement of football. We also love that Glenn Smith can play a part in supporting high school sports. We salute the team, coaches, band, the cheerleaders, and of course, the families and fans. We are proud to be your Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer with over 600 new and used vehicles every day. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC. Get ready to smile.
You want pizza. Your whole family wants pizza, but you want it your way, and the kids want it 3 different ways. So what do? You need Your Pie in LaGrange on Bull Street, because at Your Pie, you get your own pizza pie made just for you. Add as many toppings as you want, and the kids make theirs as wacky as they like. Then you enjoy your pizza at Your Pie while your family debates what your youngest ordered. Is it a pizza or a new dish altogether? Your Pie, Bull Street, downtown LaGrange.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Back again here from Cedartown as the Grangers getting set to take on the Cedartown Bulldogs. The captains for the coin toss was number 2, Jaquavius Bowles, number 14, Charles Crawford, number 19, Sam Yates, and number 50, Jamari Cameron. And coach, the Grangers won the toss, deferred, and so it will be the Grangers kicking off for the first half.
You know, I want to comment. The captains, you know, they're there for a reason, and I know the staff's very proud of them, and the families are proud of them. That number 50, Jamari Cameron, I want to point out that he has just made an exceptional comeback to his high school career, in that he had gotten behind a little bit in his schoolwork, and he got determined and really set some goals for himself, and he has put himself in position to be a starter and a captain on the football team. I could not be and just want to sing his praises for changing his life around, getting his goals and his priorities set, and now he's leading our football team and just doing a great job. And I just got to point that out, that those successes, we have to recognize those, and he is right now winning in the academic classroom, and as an attitude, and I'm just awesome to see him be a captain.
He's going to be a future senior spotlight. This is something new we started doing this year, where we spotlight a senior. And last week was just floored me with Cole Crawford and the work that he does off the field.
Absolutely,
that's just fantastic, and love hearing stories like that.
You know, and I'll finish on Jamari, but I want to brag on him, and of course we could brag on all of those captains, and because all of those young men are just fine young men. Jamari's father, Ronaldo Edmondson, played for us back in the 90s and was a really nice player and a good player for the Grangers, so I know he's proud.
Yeah, no doubt. Grangers in the road whites with the blue numerals, the white pants, the blue piping, of course the silver helmets with the Granger star. They are getting set to kick off. Cedartown in their red jerseys with the black numbers, kind of the off-white gray pants and the gray helmets as well, so we're about to get started. There's the kick. It is just a bouncer rolling up to about the 10-yard line, to the 15, to the 20, coming to the near side, 25 to the 30, still got room to the 40, finally slowed up and spilled about the 45-yard line. A good run back for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, that was number 5, Chadrick Neal. Looked like he had a really nice run.
So Cedartown will set up 1st and 10. And actually there's a flag, a hold, called around the 35-yard line, so that'll back them up. That's one thing besides close wins and close losses that Coach Gibbs mentioned about giving coaches gray hair. It's penalties that, could have started at 1st and 10 at the 45. Now it's going to be 1st and 10. Looks like it's going to be around the 25.
That's certainly going to help us. Caleb Seha was our kicker, and that kick was it rolled kind of funny, and the guy picked it up, but he had a nice run. But unfortunately, they had a hold.
Yep.
And fortunately for the Grangers, it moved him back.
So Jaden Johnson at the quarterback spot. And he's going to pitch it to Kobe, and he's a big monster back there, and he's got speed to the 30, to the 35. Still on his feet, to the 50, to the 40, to the 30, and then out of bounds just short of the 20-yard line. Kobe Pryor, the commit to a Clemson.
Yeah, first play he got it up through the middle, and then cut it back to the left, and really turned it on. And we missed a few tackles.
He looks like I envision Earl Campbell probably looked like in high school. Just a big, solid tree trunks for legs. He's going to be a load to bring down.
I think his weight's about 220.
They're going to hand it to him again on the right side this time, to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, lowers his shoulder. Finally, Quay Bowles knocks him out of bounds inside the 10 near the 5.
There was a flag and a hold that's going to help the Grangers back at the line of scrimmage.
And here's why I'm going to have to start paying attention. It is Breast Cancer Month, and of course the officials throwing the pink flags, and I don't see those pink flags very easily on the field, but glad you pointed that out.
Well, they ran a little jet sweep right there. They got to the outside, and it was very effective, but obviously they had the hold, which gave them the advantage.
So they replay the down, 1st down and about, I'm going to say 22 by my math. 1st and 20 from the 35-yard line. One receiver to the right side, 2 left. And they're going to get to Pryor again across the 35 to the 30 to the 25, just straight up the middle this time. Up near the 18-yard line.
Yeah, it looked like they were in kind of a power I-type offense, and they came right up the middle.
Coach Gibbs said off-air that he expects them to throw the ball maybe 3 or 4 times this whole game, and they haven't thrown it yet. 2nd down, 2 receivers left, no score, opening drive of the game. And this time they're going to hand the ball off, and Bowles and trying to catch a number 31 for the Grangers. I don't have a 31.
No, somebody must be in a different jersey, but that was definitely Quay Bowles.
Yep. 21, my mistake. That was 21 there. David Paredes also in on that tackle.
Okay, there you go. Yes, David's a good young player.
Yes. Ball spotted at the 22-yard line for a loss of 4. 3rd down and 9. 2 receivers right, 2 left. And motion. Let's see if he was drawn. I don't believe he was. Nope, it's going to be against LaGrange. I'll mark off 5 yards on the offside. All spotted about the 17-yard line.
We are trying to get the jump, and we've got to watch the ball. That's not the penalty, being aggressive, that we want. Certainly understandable, as their number 3 has been very effective in the few runs that he's had.
Yep. Johnson in the shotgun. Going to keep the ball on the option, and he's going to be brought down. Good stop by the defense. Stops him at the 15-yard line. I didn't get, this wasn't Pryor who carried the ball. I didn't see the number.
It was number 3, Jaden Johnson.
Johnson kept himself. Okay. And now Pryor's back in there. Ball spotted at the 15-yard line, so they're going to go for it on 4th down and about 2. My money's on giving it to Pryor. Let's see. Yep. They're going to give it to Pryor.
He fumbled it. There's a fumble.
Ball's on the ground.
We may
Let's
have the
see
ball.
Who has it? Doesn't matter. It's 4th down anyway.
But we do come up with it. I think it was David Paredes.
Yep. It is a fumble. So Rangers will have the ball 1st and 10. 8:58 left to go in the first quarter. No score. Granger's opening drive will start 1st and 10 at their own 19. Rangers come to the line of scrimmage with 2 receivers to the right side, 1 split off to the left, and Crawford in the shotgun. Crawford takes a snap, hands it off to Kale Gibbs on the left side, and it looks like he may have lost his balance. Then the rest of Cedartown cleaned it up. About a yard gain, yep, to the 20.
It's good to have Clay back. You know, Clay's been on the injured list with his ankle, and we know that Clay is the coach's son, and Clay is Hawaiian for Charles.
Yep. Yeah, I made the joke last year that Kale is Hawaiian for Charles, and Chuck is American for Charles. Charles being an English name, but high snap. Crawford brings it down, looking, and down he goes. Sacked back behind the line of scrimmage to about the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. We go 3rd and long.
I think that was number 27, C.J. Washington for Cedartown. He came around off the backside pretty fast. They basically run a typical 4-3 or a 4-3 defense. Looks like they're set up in a 4-3 here.
2 receivers left, 1 right. Crawford looking under pressure, and incomplete. Had a defender all in his face. He was able to get the pass off, but incomplete. So it's a 4th down play now, and the Rangers will punt.
I think the ball's on about the 12-yard line, Mike.
Yep.
They had good pressure on us. Charles got rid of that ball. It was smart play by him.
Charles back to punt, standing just inside the end zone. Good snap. Good punt. And it goes out of bounds. Let's see where they spot it. Referee keeps moving up, and they'll spot it at the 39-yard line inside Granger territory. And they're about ready to start again, so we'll just keep it right here instead of going to break. 7:37 to go in the first quarter. No score. Cedartown starting inside Granger territory. I hadn't kept up with it this year, yeah, I have to go back and look at my drive charts, but there was one year where I went back and it was like 75% of the time when you start a drive inside the opponent's territory, it winds up in points. Let's hope that doesn't happen here. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Man in motion, they're going to do the jet sweep to the right side, to the 35, to the 30, first down, and he's going to get into the end zone. And again, that was number 6.
Ran a little jet sweep to the trip side, hit number 6. DJ Frazier, there you go. And he turned it. He literally turned the Jets on. Dylan Norvell, the free safety, had a chance to get him, but he got through his hands.
We saw number 6 run on a jet sweep for a touchdown for Central last week, and a number 6 doing it this week. Waiting for the extra point. Good snap, good spot. The kick, it is up, it is on its way, and it is good. Timeout on the field, 7:24 left to go in the first quarter. It is Cedartown 7, LaGrange nothing. We'll be back after this 1-minute break on the Eagle Sports Network.
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owners insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
Hi friends, T.O.D.D. Tide Parish at LaGrange. Whether it's the Dogs, Tigers, or the Tide, the best part of the big game is tailgating. This season, do it in style in the 2019 Kia Sorrento L. Plenty of room in the front for the fans and lots of space in the back for the grill and the groceries. Drive one away today for only $23,990. And don't forget that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Shop us online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy. God bless America.
Stop number 1154. See for complete details. 1031-19.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
One play, 39-yard drive for the Bulldogs. And it is 7-0 Cedartown right off the jump. There's the kick. High kick, not very deep. Fielded about the 25-yard line. And trying to see who that was. That is 34.
That was Cole Crawford. Yep. Cole did a nice job. He elected to not take the fair catch. It was a little more of a sky kick, Mike.
Yep.
And he did a good job of receiving that and getting a few yards upfield.
So to about the 28-yard line. 1st and 10.
Cole certainly showed that he had good hands last game. And,
yeah, he did.
And, it's nice to have some sure hands. So let's see if we can get some things started offensively right here.
As I put on Twitter, Crawford to Crawford sounds like a CPA firm because that combination's money.
Nice.
2 receivers right, 1 left. Calais Gibbs on the left side, and good pursuit by Cedartown for not much of a gain, if any. Yep. 2nd down.
Clay had a good offseason. He came in and did a really good job with the Ironman workouts and the Ironman testing. And he's been hampered by some injuries, but he's been a good player this junior year.
1 receiver on the right side, 1 left. Crawford hands the ball off up the middle. He's got good surge, good hole there to run through. Gaining about 5 yards on the carry to the 33-yard line. And that was Calais again.
Yeah, he came off of number 55, Will Flowers, and Will looked like he had a pretty good block, and Clay was able to search for a few yards.
It's 3rd down and 5.
Toyan Boone coming off, getting a breather. Two receivers to the right side, 2 to the left. Crawford on 3rd down. Takes a snap, looking, and looks like just a coverage sack. Everybody covered. He was looking on the right side, and of course Cole Crawford double covered over there.
Number 52 for Cedartown penetrated the lane and was able to bring him down. Their defensive backs had done a good job covering us because we had nobody break open. Charles did have a minute there to get something off, but they covered us well.
Sack brings it back to near the original line of scrimmage, 4th down. Coach Gibbs said their defensive backs are a lot better than their receivers, and that makes sense. You know, little high snap.
Good job by Charles.
He leaped way up to snare the ball, got the punt off. It's fielded at the 30-yard line up to the 40, to the 50. Bounces off a tackler to the 45, and then brought down near the 43-yard line. And of course, that's Kobe Pryor.
You know, in talking to Coach before the game about Kobe Pryor, you know, there was nothing but praise and complimentary remarks in regards to his play, and so far we've seen that tonight. He's very powerful.
Yep. Starting at the 44-yard line inside Granger territory. That's going to be interesting to see, you know, next year, Trevor Lawrence and Kobe Pryor playing for Clemson. Pryor this time, oh, nice stop at the 45-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 1. Pryor losing yardage.
Well, it looked like our defensive line held the ground, which allowed our linebackers, 21 and 2, to penetrate the gap, and they did a nice job.
David Paredes and Quay Bowles.
They're a pretty good tandem.
Yes, very much so. 2nd and 11. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Back to pass, rolling out to his right, looking for somebody to dump it off to. He does, he's open. Wow, 35-30, 25-20, and brought down inside the 20. Number 9. I don't have a 9. It's brought down to about the 19-yard line and a 1st down.
Yeah, the quarterback did a nice job. Jaden Johnson did a nice job of dropping it over to number 9, sitting right there in the flats.
1 receiver to the right side, 2 left. Johnson in the shotgun. Man in motion. Going to give to Pryor. Oh, nice stop and go. And Pryor's going to be brought down inside the 15 to about the 14-yard line. He stopped, waited for a seam, and then found a hole and ran through it and got about 5 yards out of it.
Number 53, Elijah Quimbayo, snagged him down. He had about 5 yards by the time we did drag him down, but it's still a nice grab by Elijah.
7-0 Cedartown. Coming up on 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Johnson rolling out to his right, looking for someone to throw it to. And did he catch it? Yes, he did. But dove for it. So being he's here in high school, once you're down, you're down.
Well, they secured the 1st down on that drop, and it looks like it's going to be on about the 6-yard line, I think.
I've had so many home games, I'm looking for the sticks on that far side. The sticks are actually on this side. You're all right, about the 6. So a fresh set of downs, 1st and goal from the 6 for the Bulldogs. 1 receiver left, 2 right. Johnson going to hand the ball off to Kobe Pryor, lowers his shoulder, bowls his way in, touchdown. Actually, it's 27.
C.J. Washington with the carry, Yeah, they just went off tackle right there to the right side and earned the 6 yards.
13-0 with the PAT pending. Go ahead.
Number 43 is their kicker. We're waiting to get an updated roster. Actually, it's 47, Jorge Pelnato.
Extra point attempt is up, on its way, and good. 2:45 to go in the first quarter. It is Bulldogs 13, Grangers nothing. We'll be back after this 1-minute break on the Eagle Sports Network.
Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, your locally owned and operated flooring professional since 1977. With a huge inventory of hardwood, tile, carpet, area rugs, and vinyl flooring, add the wonderful installation crew that gets the job done right, and you'll enjoy your flooring for years to come. So drop in and pick out your flooring, and they will measure your home and give you a free estimate quick. Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, located at 1287 Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, or on the web at daltonwest.com. And like Kemp's Dalton West Flooring on Facebook and Instagram.
Hi, friends. TODD Tide Parish at Kill LaGrange. Whether it's the Dogs, Tigers, or the Tide, the best part of the big game is tailgating. This season, do it in style in the 2019 Kia Sorrento L. Plenty of room in the front for the fans and lots of space in the back for the grill and the groceries. Drive one away today for only $23,990. And don't forget that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Shop us online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy. God bless America.
Stock number 111754. See Kia of LaGrange for complete details. Expires 10/31/19.
Seems just like yesterday. He was running around the backyard playing football with his little brother, dreaming about the big game. Now he's here. He worked hard to make the team, and he's ready to take the field. And it's Synovus. We're here to cheer him on. From meeting your personal and business banking needs to pulling for the hometown football team on Friday nights, we're proud to be a part of our community. We're Synovus, the bank of here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
5-play drive going 44 yards. Touchdown run by C.J. Washington. That point is good. It's 14-0. Now on the kickoff, there is a flag on the return, and let's see what the referees are discussing.
Well, I'll tell you what they are discussing. It was a sky kick. Our guys are claiming that they called a fair catch, and they hit us on the fair catch. I'm not sure if that's what's going to be called, but that's what our guys were trying to get across to the officials.
Yep, and that's what the PA announcer says, kick-catch interference. Yeah, I had to learn a lesson my first year doing the radio. We were on the web, and Dad was listening up in Milwaukee, and it was against Noonan. And the Grangers had a sky kick, but the Grangers received it 15 yards, and they called kick-catch interference. And I said, there's no way, because it went beyond the 10 yards. Dad, who officiated for 30 years, high school and junior college, he called me when I got home that night, and he says, look up the rule. I found out in high school that also has to either hit the ground or hit an opponent. The kicking team just can't catch it in the air. And that's where I learned, you know what, I better learn the rules if I'm going to say this on the radio.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, good lesson by good old Dad.
Yep.
And look, the football rules, and each year they have different twists and changes, so sometimes you do it. But this was a standard interference we clearly were interfered with.
Yep. And the Grangers will start off 1st and 10 at the Cedartown 49. 2:43 to go. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Charles Crawford back to pass, looking, firing just over the head of Cole Crawford. Crawford pounded at the 30-yard line after the ball went over his head. Ball falls harmlessly to the turf, 2nd down.
Just a little bit high right there. Cole has made some really nice catches. Cedartown's defensive backs did a nice job of making him feel pressure.
Yep. 2nd and 10, 2:32 to go in the first quarter. Grangers trailing 14-0. Grangers have 1 receiver to the left side. Crawford looking, and over the head of Cole Crawford once again near the 40. Just a hair too high.
Yeah.
He was open, though.
We had a flat with a down the seam hash kind of pressure on a route scheme, and he had the right read. The pass, the drop pass was just a little bit high.
Yep.
All right, here we go. It's 3rd and 10. Let's go, Grangers.
Got 3 to the near side. Strong side is the near side. Back to pass. Charles made a man miss, but he pump faked. One of the defenders jumped up in front of him to block the pass. He pulled the ball down, but then a couple other defenders got to him, and Crawford sacked for about a 3-yard loss. And that brings out the punting team.
Well, their defensive line, Coach told us coming into the game that those 4 guys up front were really, really special.
Yep.
And everybody they've played have said that those guys are a handful, and you can see that they are. They are very fast, very physical, and we're touching them, but we're not slowing them down much.
Well, LaGrange has also been bit by the injury bug. There's a few offensive linemen that's not out there, unfortunately. Good snap. There's a fake. Caught at the 45, but he's going to need a lot more to get the first down, and Calais not going to get it. He's going to get to the 48-yard line, and Cedartown will set up 1st and 10 there.
Well, that was worth trying right there.
Yeah.
We had a nice look at it. They closed the gap on us. We were only able to get a couple yards past the line of scrimmage, the original line of scrimmage, rather. So let's see what we can do on defense.
Cedartown with the ball, 1st and 10, their own 48-yard line. Kind of figured that was going to happen eventually with Charles Crawford also punting. Something else for the teams to worry about later on down the road.
Well, Charles is having a good year.
Yes.
And he's been a mighty warrior so far.
1 receiver to the left side, 3 to the right. Johnson rolling out to his right, is going to keep it himself. Gets a good block, gets across the 50, and then dropped about the 45-yard line. 2nd down. Inside Granger territory. We'll do a station identification. We'll get that to you as quick as we can. Alongside Coach Mike Pauley, I'm Michael Buchanan. Our producer is Ronnie Kay. Our board operator is Dale Poole. Glad to have you with us here from Cedartown, where the Bulldogs are leading 14-0. 2 receivers right, 2 left, and the little first down the easy way. Hard count by the quarterback. Granger's bit, and they're going to get caught with the offside.
That is our 2nd penalty of the night, and both of those penalties have been defensive offsides.
Yep.
We're trying to be aggressive, but we've got to be disciplined.
Fresh set of downs for the Bulldogs. 1st and 10 from the Granger 40. 1 receiver left, 2 right, 3 right. All bunched together on the short side, the far side. Johnson back to pass. Looking, he's got time. Now he's under pressure, rolling out to his right. Nobody to throw it to, so he's going to throw it out of bounds.
I should know this rule, but he ran outside the tackle box, and but there was no receiver nearby. I'm wondering if they're going to be calling, intentional grounding.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
I'm about to say, Dad told me there is no tackle box in high school, and that is the case. So they're going to back it up. And I guess it's from the spot of the foul, because it amounts to a 13-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage. They'll back it up to their own 48.
Well, that was the original, close back to the original line of scrimmage, correct?
Yeah, the original line of scrimmage was the Granger 40.
Excuse me, they had gotten the first down.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
2 receivers right, 2 left. Johnson takes the snap. He's going to give up the middle, who's stopped. A whole host of Grangers stop at him, including starting with number 53 for the Grangers, Elijah Quambayo. And that's going to be the end of the first quarter of play. With your score, Cedartown 14 and LaGrange nothing. We'll be back for the second quarter after this 1-minute break. This is LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
You're listening to an Eagles Nest Incorporated station, Eagle 102.3, WELR FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics' well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
The month of September has arrived and our great deals at Nissan of LaGrange continue. Katie Cates here and we are doing something special this month. The month of September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month and we are going gold all month long. During September, Nissan of LaGrange will donate $50 for every car sold to the Rally Foundation. With cancer being the #1 disease killer of kids in America, we must do all we can. I encourage everyone to go gold this month and visit Nissan of LaGrange for a great deal and a great cause. Nissan of LaGrange, your friendliest hometown dealer.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Third down, Cedartown on their own 47-yard line. They need the Granger 30. And they're just going to take a quarterback draw here. Fake the handoff to Washington. Johnson kept it himself, and he'll get to the 49. But that's it, fourth down.
It looked like Mitchell Purdy, number 15, was in on that tackle. We also had Quimbayo in on that tackle, number 53. A host of Grangers that did a good job. They did a good job of stopping the line of scrimmage.
So fourth down. Bulldogs back to punt.
We've got Dylan Norvell, who's wearing a different jersey tonight. It's number 17. Dylan has been number 13, but he's wearing number 17 tonight, Mike.
I'm going to put that up on my roster here, and Norvell is going to field it. He's going to try to get that right side. He does get away from one tackle. He turns the corner and gets up near the 20-yard line. Actually, going to say he's out of bounds about the 16-yard line.
Number 10, Charles Miller, was set on a path to help free up a block, and he did a good job of not getting a penalty.
Yeah.
And Dylan did a nice job of sidestepping and getting a few yards upfield.
First and 10 from the Grangers 16-yard line. 11:09 left to go in the half. Grangers trailing 14-0, but they got the ball. Caleb Ross out there in the running back position this time. Caleb had a dandy touchdown run last week. He was dead to rights and just a sheer will. And now I believe that's an offside. No, LaGrange is going to call a timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout with them. 14-0 Cedartown. Back after this 30-second break on the Eagles Sports Network.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WG.
LaGrange Grangers football.
11:09 left to go in the half. Grangers coming out of a timeout now. First and 10 from their own 16-yard line. Grangers trailing 14-0, but they got the ball.
First and 10 for the Rangers at their own 16.
Two receivers to the left side. Crawford will hand the ball off to Caleb Ross. Turns the corner to the 20 and almost broke free. Number 34 is Dorian Gibson, the defensive end. If he hadn't got an ankle there, Caleb might still be running.
Yeah, that was really a nice play. That ball got outside their end, and Caleb just about broke free.
He did. 5-yard gain for the Grangers, 2nd and 5. One receiver to the right side, one left. Gonna give it to Caleb again, fake me out. I thought it was a fake, and I saw Charles roll out to his left side, but actually did give it.
There is a flag that came in late, Mike, coming in from the back, and I'm not sure if they're going to call a personal foul here.
Grangers are pointing like it's against Cedartown. Let's see what the white hat says.
So we've got a holding on us. Oh, okay, Mike, that we missed that. That's clearly going to be holding on LaGrange.
Yep. The white hat says holding on LaGrange, so they'll mark it off to about the 8-yard line and make it the 9. Get the down back, second down. They need about the 26. 3 receivers to the left side, 1 moving out to the right. Crawford in the shotgun. Going to fake to Ross. Crawford's going to keep it himself and through the hands. Well, you know, that ball was tipped. Dylan Norvell was the intended receiver. It wound up going through his hands, but I think that ball was tipped before it got to it, made it hard to catch.
Yeah, it might have been. It was a tough ball to catch anyway on the angle. Charles was trying to read that flat wheel route and drop that ball to Dylan in the flats.
Andre Canty going out there now, giving Caleb Ross a breather. 3rd and 17. And Canty's actually going to be in the slot on the near side. 2 receivers left, 3 right. Crawford by himself in the backfield. Looking, and down he goes. Sacked back around the 3-yard line. And that'll bring up a punt.
I tell you, that defensive lineman, that was number 27, C.J. Washington, and he got there in a hurry. We knew we were going to be compromised, with their speed. We're going to have to find a way to slow them down just a little bit to give Charles a little more time to operate.
Yep. 9:30 left to go in the first half. Cedartown 14, LaGrange nothing. Charles standing with his heels near the end line. Helmet high snap. He gets the ball off. Good punt. It's gonna bounce past the 30. Let's see where they mark it. The 30. Oh, they're gonna say inside the 30.
Yeah, I didn't want to contradict you. It was good only in the sense that he got it off and not getting blocked.
Yeah.
But the ball went hard and high to the right, and
I would love to know the science behind how an official that far downfield knows exactly where the ball goes out of bounds at. I've never been told the science of that, so I'm curious how that works.
I think in this particular case, Mike, it's just on the far sideline, and you and I couldn't see it from here because I think it hit and just pushed itself out right about where it is.
So from the Granger 23-yard line. And timeout called. We'll take a 30-second timeout with them. 14-0 in favor of Cedartown, starting inside Granger territory. Back in 30 seconds. This is LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Yep.
Life costs money, sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans from $300 to $15,000 with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit 1ffc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Second quarter score, Sandy Creek leading Troop 14-0. And no score between Bremen and Callaway. 14-0 also here, Cedartown leading the Grangers. 1 receiver to the left side, 2 to the right. And quick out pass out of the backfield to the 25-20, 15-10. A lot of speed there, and did he get in the end zone? Yes, he did. He was stopped at the 3 and just got dragged into the end zone. Number 9, don't have a number 9 on the roster, but he got the touchdown.
Well, our young cornerback got pushed outside, and they got down the field in a hurry, and quite honestly, it was amazing that number 2 and number 50 from our interior line were the guys making the tackle on the right there at the goal line, and we weren't able to hold him out. But that was a great effort by 2 and 50.
It was. Waiting on the extra point attempt. The kick is up. It's on its way, and it is good. 9:04 left to go in the second quarter. It is Cedartown 21, LaGrange nothing. We'll be back after this 1-minute break on the Eagle Sports Network.
Isn't life crazy? One day your fender gets dented by a runaway shopping cart. The next day, your kid's college entrance exam is a runaway success.
Yes, I got accepted.
But that's life. Some days you're the bug, some days you're the windshield. No worries, your State Farm agent is here in all of life's moments, the good and the not so good, to help life go right. So good day, bad day, any day, let's talk.
State Farm agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Hello, this is Jonathan Moose Matt from Glenn Smith in Opelika. We are proud that we have expanded our lot to an additional 100,000 square feet. We have increased our inventory by over 200 more vehicles. We have the largest inventory ever with over 600 vehicles for you to choose from. Chevrolet, Buicks, and GMCs, plus pre-owned vehicles. In our 27th year of serving East Alabama and West Georgia. For the best prices around, come to Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika. Get ready to smile.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
9:04 left to go in the second quarter. Grangers trailing 21-0, but they're going to receive this kickoff. Fielded about the 24-yard line to the 25. Gets up to about the 28-yard line. And don't forget, Granger football is indeed brought to you by Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC in Opelika. As my friend Moose Map says, get ready to smile at glennsmith.com.
That kickoff was received by number 19, Sam Yates. Sam did a solid job securing the ball and, got, 3 or 4 yards there. But, they keep sky kicking it, so they're giving us, when you start at the 27, 28, 30-yard line, that's decent starting off a kickoff. So
I wouldn't want to kick it to Dylan Norvell either.
We want to take advantage now, trying to get a few first downs.
Dylan has a propensity to bring it out close to midfield when he gets the Jets going. 2 receivers to the left side. And timeout called. Flag, delay a game. Our producer Ronnie Kay and I were talking earlier about the fact that there's no visible play clocks here at Cedartown, and that would definitely help. And that probably would have helped here too. So 1st and 15 for the Grangers.
I'll give you the entire 50.
Crawford back to pass behind Sam Yates.
Everything right now is a little bit of a rush because of the defensive pressure on the line.
Yeah.
And we've just got to get a little bit of timing. When you don't have that play clock on the field, you've got to, and they probably have this down there, but you've got to have that stopwatch running so that you're very aware of the time. So that's always a challenge.
Yep. So 2nd down and 15. 1 receiver to the left side, 1 to the right. Looks like they're moving the tight end over to the right side, and
we had some movement, I think, off the left tackle from number 55, Will Flowers. So we're going to get backed up 5 yards for that.
'59, Kewan Milton showing a little frustration out there. He's a good leader. He was our senior spotlight for the pregame interview.
Well, we talk about kids who really care and have a lot of ownership in what they're doing, and he's put a lot of time in the weight room, and he's again fought for his grades. It's made his ownership high.
All right, 2nd down. 1 receiver left, 1 receiver right. Caleb Ross brought down. Good open field tackle by, looks like their number 2, Kobe Pryor, in on the blitz. Number 2.
Yeah.
maybe number 3.
I think it was number.
out there.
I think it was number 3, Jeremiah Johnson.
Yeah, came in on the blitz.
I'm sorry, Jaden Johnson.
And Jeremiah Johnson's our guy. But Jeremiah Wright's our guy. So 3rd and 25. Crawford rolling out to his right under some pressure, looking for someone to throw it to. And he unloads it and incomplete at the 25-yard line, intended for Sam Yates.
I think the pressure was from number 36, Taylor McCauley, but let me look and see. Maybe 34, sorry, Dorian Gibson, the defensive end.
That'll bring up 4th down. Unfortunately, the Grangers have not had a first down yet tonight. Crawford with his heels on the goal line. Waiting for the snap, helmet high snap, he gets it down, he gets it off. This one's a good punt, but going right to Pryor, who just catches it at the 45, to the 40, to the 30, to the 20, runs over a guy at the 10-yard line, brought down there. I think the ball came out, but they're saying he was down already.
I think Charles Crawford actually made the tackle, our punter and quarterback. And we had a couple guys get down the field that were in position, but Pryor made us miss.
Yeah.
And
he's a good runner. Once he gets ahead of steam, watch out.
He is a special athlete, I can tell you.
They'll stay at the 9-yard line, so 7:30 left to go in the game. Coach Gibbs said he's better than Tank Bigsby. Wow, that's saying something.
Well, he's certainly putting him in that class, and, you know, the young man's committed to go to Clemson.
And they're going to give it to Washington, who's going to do the sweep to the left side in for the touchdown. C.J. Washington on the 9-yard carry. They said they really, quote, don't have anybody who can catch the ball very well for Cedartown. They don't need to. They're running the ball very well. Waiting on the extra point attempt. And timeout called. We'll keep it right here. 7:22 left to go in the, actually, tell you what. The way this is shaping up, we better take a 30-second break here. 30-second timeout, and we'll be back. 27-0 in favor of Cedartown with the PAT pending. This is LaGrange High, Granger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
The month of September has arrived and our great deals at Nissan of LaGrange continue. Katie Cates here and we are doing something special this month. The month of September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month and we are going gold all month long. During September, Nissan of LaGrange will donate $50 for every car sold to the Rally Foundation. With cancer being the #1 disease killer of kids in America, we must do all we can. I encourage everyone to go gold this month and visit Nissan of LaGrange for a great deal and a great cause. Nissan of LaGrange, your friendliest hometown dealer.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Extra point attempt for Cedartown. The kick is up, it is on its way, and it is good. 7:22 left to go in the half. It is Cedartown 28 and LaGrange nothing. We'll be back after this making the 30-second break on the Eagle Sports Network.
Parish, LaGrange. Whether it's dogs, tigers, or the tide, the best part of the big game is tailgating. This season, do it in style in the 2019 Kia Sorrento L. Plenty of room in the front for the fans and lots of space in in the back for the grill and the groceries. Drive one away today for only $23.990. And don't forget that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Shop us online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy. God bless America.
Stock number 111754. See Kia of LaGrange for complete details. Expires 10/31/19.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
I still have 14-0 for Sandy Creek over Troops, the second quarter score. And I don't have an update on this. Still a first quarter score is Cartersville 3, Central of Carroll County 0. And the kick is fielded inside the 20-yard line, and Andre Canty's brought down just short of the 25. All four touchdowns for Cedartown came on drives that started inside Granger territory.
Yeah, that I was a little surprised that Andre let that ball drop to the ground, but it fell kind of right in between where the guys were, and they'd been kicking the sky kick. So we were fortunate that it had a good bounce, and Andre was able to secure it.
So Granger's 1st and 10 from their own 22. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Crawford back to pass and leading Dylan Norvell just a little bit. Out of bounds and 2nd and 10.
The defensive pressure has caused us to have to rush a little bit, and it's made it difficult to make those little simple little out passes. Looked like Sam had done a wheel route from behind. They got behind the safety, but Charles didn't have enough time to really make that reaction.
So Rangers 2nd and 10, 2 receivers left, 2 right. 28-0 Cedartown. Rangers Charles over the middle and incomplete. I mean, there's 5-6 DBs covering 4 players.
Yeah, the intended receiver there was Charles Crawford. I think you may have said that. That was about a 15 to 20-yard pass attempt up the middle.
Yep.
And just a little overthrown. Their number 6 had his hand on it, and he's holding his left arm. I think he got caught kind of on an odd angle. There's
DJ Frazier. And we're going to hand the ball off. Oh, big hole. 30, 35. Brought down. Caleb Ross right there at the 35-yard line. Going to move those chains.
All right, we got our first down. Nice job by Caleb. Good job setting up the hole up the middle.
Actually spotting at the 34.
You had Tredarius Moses and Kewan Milton kind of leading the blocks for Caleb.
2 receivers to the right side, 2 to the left. Crawford takes a snap. Looking, some big-time pressure, and down he goes. He was chased almost into the little jawing going on, and one of the Grangers wisely pulling back the teammates, and now a late flag coming in. And let's see what that's about. Unfortunately, it looked like the center, Crawford was kind of running away from a defender and almost tripped over the center. Let's see what the flags are about. Probably unsportsmanlike conduct. You can tell the white hat referees writing into his notes. Unsportsmanlike conduct in high school football is kind of like a yellow card in soccer. You get 2 of those and you're ejected. See, dead ball foul, unsportsmanlike conduct against Cedartown.
Well, it looks like it might be offsetting penalties, mightn't it?
He only showed the one. He didn't point toward LaGrange.
Okay, you're right, Mike. by the reaction of Keywan Milton, number 59 on the Grangers.
So they'll spot at the 43-yard line of the Grangers. Not enough for a first down. It's not an automatic first down in high school. So it'll be 2nd and 1. As I understand it, the only automatic first down in high schools now are all the roughings, roughing the passer, roughing the snapper, roughing the holder. All the roughings are the only automatic first down. So it's 2nd and 1, 3 receivers right, 1 left. Crawford's going to hand the ball off to Andre Canty, who is dragged down for a 3-yard loss back at the 40.
This is a penalty on the Grangers, and I'm thinking it's probably a hold.
Be interesting to see if, well, yeah, it's 3rd down, so they'll take that. Yeah, waiting for official word from the white hat, but the referee with the ball is about to step it off, is facing toward the Grangers, so it will go against LaGrange. And there it is, hold against LaGrange, officially from the head referee. So spotting the ball back at the 29-yard line.
Well, that hurt us. That hurt us right there because it was 3rd and 1.5 yards, wasn't it, Mike?
Yep.
Now we've got a 3rd and 15 play.
2 receivers to the right, 2 left. Charles back to pass, under some pressure, down he goes. Just held the ball too long because the defensive backs seem to be doing a good job.
Yeah, the play was the right defensive end, number 41, David Sanchez, got outside of our offensive tackle, and they tackled Charles for the loss.
5-yard loss back to the 24. 4th down for the Rangers.
The 4th down, Grangers back to punt. Charles Crawford standing at the 10 and a whistle blown. I don't see a flag.
Now there's a flag right here in front of us on the 40-yard line, but I'm not sure what's.
Flag on the play.
Surely not delay a game. 12 men on the field for the Bulldogs. So instead of 4th and 20, now it'll be 4th and 10.
No, it's 4th and 15.
Inside of 8 minutes to go in the half, it is Cartersville 3, Central nothing.
Nope.
High snap over the head of Crawford, going into the end zone, and it's touched the back line. It's going to be a safety.
It's going to be a safety.
Yep. So a bad snap resulting in a safety, and it is now 30-28 in favor of Cedartown. .442 left to go in the half, and Cedartown leading 30-0. Coach, it's tough game. Cedartown's got some good horses, and LaGrange is riddled with some injuries and just can't seem to get an answer.
Yeah, right now we're having a really difficult time matching their speed.
Mm-hmm.
And, of course, you know, that particular play right there, we just had a long snap that was well over the guy's head.
Yeah.
So Charles Crawford could not get a hand on it. And we're pretty lucky, actually, pretty fortunate that it wasn't a touchdown.
Yeah.
It was a good effort by Charles to.
Yeah, it looked like he right there at the end. He batted the ball to make sure it went over the the end line.
He pushed that ball out. And that guy, by the time they recovered it, it was.
And the ball's. Hey, he touched it. He did touch it, so it's not out of bounds on LaGrange. I don't see a flag, so.
No, number 2, Kobe Pryor, when the ball hit, he tried to grab it and pick it up, and it pushed out of bounds. So it's going to be first 10 for them on about the 38, 39-yard line.
Yep. Looked like it was headed out of bounds, then it did a backspin like a Todd Willis chip shot. Or pitch shot, rather. And they'll have the ball at their own 41-yard line.
Todd Willis and all of the golfing community would only wish that they could control the backspin like that.
And do we have a penalty? I did not see word from the official.
I didn't either.
But they're going to spot the ball at the 45-yard line inside Granger territory.
Did they call it defensive hold? That's unusual because there wasn't even a return.
Yeah. So Cedartown with the ball, 1st and 10 from the Granger 45. 2 receiver right, 1 left. He's going to fake the handoff to Pryor. Johnson's going to keep it himself. He'll get across the 40 to about the 36-yard line. Gain of 9.
Gain of 9 on the play. 2nd down and short from the 36-yard line.
Jaden Johnson on the true option. Brings up 2nd and 1. 4:17 left to go. 30-0 in favor of Cedartown.
All right, we need to regroup here. And
2 receivers right, 1 left. Gonna pitch to the back to the 35-30, 25-20, still on his feet. Across the 10.
There's a flag thrown out there about the 45-yard line, or excuse me, 35-yard line.
Yeah, I do believe there was a hold that helped spring them free. Let's see what the white hat says. I do believe that was a hold. Yep, holding against Cedartown, and that'll back it up. Flag is about the 29. That'll bring it up to the 39-yard line. And will remain 2nd down.
2nd down and 4.
They need the Granger 35.
How much was all that? I said, how much?
I'll tell you what, Kobe Pryor, number 2, is all of what he has been said to be.
Yep.
We need to stay low. We got to pass out.
Quick out pass to the flat, yep. And Frazier dragged down, and a Desmond Dunlap type tackle popping the hips, bringing him back. They'll give him forward progress to about the 32. And that'll be enough for the 1st down.
Well, Quay Bowles tracked him down. The guy made a nice catch right there, and it was just good effort by Quay, even though they got the 1st down.
Remember Desmond getting flagged for that in the Fayette County game, but no flag here. 1st and 10 for Cedartown at the Granger 32. 2 receivers left, 1 right. And they're going to pitch it to Pryor. Pryor at the 35, trying to turn the corner. He does, then run out of bounds near the 30-yard line.
They were in a little bit of an offset eye. They've run that formation several times, and pitching the ball back to Pryor. Our guys did a pretty good job of penetrating and forced him to have to just keep sliding to the left and wide or to the defensive right.
Held him to only 2 yards. 2nd and 8.
All right, we need to make this a 3rd down long play. So we need to get a stop.
2 receivers right, 2 left. Johnson in the shotgun, looking to pass, firing it over the middle and incomplete. Quay Bowles in on the coverage. And the ball falls harmlessly to the turf, 3rd and 8. Exactly what you said we needed.
Yeah, that really helped. Looked like we had help from Dawson Jones, number 9, Quay, number 2. Freshman cornerback, number 30, Jeffrey Sims, making his debut tonight, and he was in good position that night in that play. So good defensive coverage. We also had good penetration. It looked like we pressured the quarterback pretty well right there.
3rd and 8.
Thad Dixon was the main lead on the pressure.
3 receivers right, 1 left. And under a world of pressure, just throws a prayer up there, and Kobe Pryor comes down with it, the 15, to the 10, to the 5, and touchdown. Seemed like he was unaccounted for. How Johnson is able to get that ball off, I don't know, because he was under a world of pressure. He just threw the ball up there, and Pryor was able to come down with it and get in the end zone.
Yeah, they got behind our linebacker core in front of the free safety right there in the middle of the field. And then Kobe Pryor made a really big league move to sidestep a couple guys. And I got to tell you, his running ability is remarkable.
An extra point on his attempt is up, and it is good. Time out on the field, 2:35 left to go in the half. It is Cedartown 37 and LaGrange nothing. We'll be back after this 1-minute break on the Eagle Sports Network.
Getting you back into the game is Emory Southern Orthopedics Gold. The full-service orthopedic medical practice features board-certified surgeons, a prompt care center, surgical facility, and physical therapy services. The collaborative medical team at Emory Southern Orthopedics combines with leading-edge orthopedic treatment with proven traditional methods to aid you in achieving an active, pain-free lifestyle. Emory Southern Orthopedics, getting you back into your game.
The month of September has arrived and our great deals at Nissan of LaGrange continue. Katie Cates here, and we are doing something special this month. The month of September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month, and we are going gold all month long. During September, Nissan of LaGrange will donate $50 for every car sold to the Rally Foundation. With cancer being the #1 disease killer of kids in America, we must do all we can. I encourage everyone to go gold this month and visit Nissan of LaGrange for a great deal and a great cause. Nissan of LaGrange, your friendliest hometown dealer.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Sky kick, muffed by a Granger. Big pile there around the 32-yard line. Have not seen from the official. Now they're saying Granger ball.
Well, we're pretty fortunate to come up with that ball, number 26. Valshawn Patterson, a freshman, came up with the ball. I was trying to see the number. Was it number 30 that didn't catch it clean? I think it was number 30, Jeffrey Sims.
Freshman.
And, they keep kicking that sky kick, but we've got to just secure that ball.
So from the Granger 32, 1st and 10. 2:29 to go in the half. Granger's trailing 37-0. 2 receivers right, 2 left. Going to hand the ball off to Caleb Ross, who good penetration by Cedartown brings him down to 31 for a loss of 1. Yeah, we were talking during the break about mercy rule. It's not a guarantee mercy rule for the 3rd quarter. It's up to the losing coach. It's up to Coach Gibbs whether they do the mercy rule or not, a running clock basically. With the injuries, I would suspect he would, but the next game I coach would be my first. 1 receiver right, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Crawford rolling out to his right. And just overthrows Sam Yates at the 40. I have no doubt Sam could have come up with that if it was in bounds, but...
Yeah, it just went a little bit right. It was about a 15-yard pass on a bootleg to the right out by Charles. Sam was coming across on a drag route, and we just right now the pressure's just a little bit much for Charles to handle the.
Yep.
And Charles has had a good year, and he's gonna he is a fighter. We got to stay with it.
1 receiver left, 1 right. give to Caleb Ross, and just filling up the holes and bringing them down for about a 2-yard loss.
Well, everybody's frustrated. They got to keep their cool. Everybody's got to keep their cool. Their defensive line has gotten pressure all night. They're doing a really good job.
Back deep for the Bulldogs is number 2, Kobe Bryant.
Back to punt. Is Crawford. I wonder if Caleb might have injured his hand or something, because looks like he's going back to the locker room. 1:07 to go.
Legal motion on the Rangers.
An illegal motion against LaGrange, just going to back it up 5 more yards. To the 23-yard line.
5-yard penalty.
There's the ready for play whistle. Crawford set for the punt. Shoulder pads high. Snap, gets the punt away. And it is going to be touched by a Granger inside Cedartown territory, about the 46-yard line. Cedartown leading 37-0, 52.9 seconds left to go in the half.
We've got to hang on right here, Mike. It's right now it's just all Cedartown, and we've got to just stay low, dig in, and we've got to figure out a way to work together. There's 11 white shirted Grangers on the field, and they've got to play together.
2 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. Johnson in the shotgun. Little dump off pass in the middle to Kobe Pryor to the 50, to the 45, to the 40, to the 35-30. Down to the races he goes, but he is out of bounds as they whistle him out. Let's see where they mark him. They mark him way back at the 30. Inside Granger territory. He will be fun to watch on Saturdays, but I'm sick of watching him today, I promise you.
Yeah, they did a really nice job of allowing us to feel like confident about getting some pressure, and they just dropped it in right there and let him do his thing. And he got outside of our quarterback, Charles Miller, on the right side.
Cedartown has Central Carroll in Carroll County next week. Back to pass, caught at the 25, and out of bounds shortly thereafter, about the 22.
Looked like the receiver was number 24, J.J. Freed. Our number 10, Charles Miller, ran him out of bounds to get the clock stopped for Cedartown.
2nd down. Back to pass, up, caught. Actually faked the pass. He looked like he handed it. No, he kept it himself. Across the faked me out, because I thought that was a sure pass over the middle, but he just pump faked it, kept it himself, and ran off to the right side.
Yep.
And out of bounds.
Yeah, they've earned another 1st down with Jaden Johnson, the quarterback keeper, and they got the clock stopped back at 34 seconds with a new 1st down.
2 receivers left, 2 right. Johnson caught at the 5-yard line and brought down there. That is Frazier on the catch.
Freshman Jeffrey Sims made the tackle. To the quick pass to the right. There's 28 seconds on the clock.
Pass over the middle and caught.
No. Got through his hands, Mike.
I'm sorry.
A little quick slant to number 13. And just got through his hands.
That'll bring up 3rd down. 3 receivers right. 1 left. Johnson fakes to Pryor. He's going to keep it himself. He's got a hole, and he's in. Touchdown.
We had good pressure by Jacquez Smith, number 6, and Jaden Johnson pulled it, kept it on the dot, and the quarterback dive for the 6-yard touchdown.
18.8 seconds left to go in the half. Waiting for the extra point attempt. Kicks up. It's on its way, and it is good.
There's a flag on the play. I'm not sure what.
Jorge Ponado.
Looked like they'd be calling an illegal block. Yeah.
So illegal block. And both teams have come off the field. So what are they going to do?
Looks like they're going to back him up. Back him up on the kickoff.
Okay.
I'm not sure. It was a cut block or an illegal block below the waist.
I did not know you could do that. You'd think it would be a 5-yard penalty there, retry the down, but I didn't know you could back them up on the kickoff for that block. But
I'm not sure. I'm not sure how that worked. It was, on a PAT, which is a little bit of a different deal. So.
So going to back it all the way to the 25-yard line. 15-yard penalty.
They've been kicking sky kicks all night. Let's see if they, keep with their game plan. I think the guy's a good kicker.
Yeah, and perfect on his PATs. Now this one's going to be a deep kick. And did it go out of bounds or was it touched out of bounds? Let's see what the line judge there says. I'm just going to say it's touched out of bounds at the 21-yard line. So LaGrange with 18.5 seconds left to go. Granger band in full force.
They've got their homecoming coming up at halftime, and both bands have already played.
Rangers come to the line of scrimmage, 1st and 10 from their own 21, trailing 44-0. Crawford hands the ball off to Caleb Ross, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, maybe another yard to the 22. And I believe that's going to be the end of the first half of play. With the score, Cedartown 44 and LaGrange nothing. We'll be back after this break. We'll tell you how we got here. This is LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
If you need medical treatment at the highest level and want care that's personal, turn to WellStar. We offer the latest procedures at Georgia's first certified comprehensive cardiac center, along with an innovative approach to fighting cancer, where specialists collaborate to accelerate diagnosis and treatment. We're also home to a top-level stroke program that performs life-saving operations every day. At WellStar, we care for the whole you. Learn more at wellstar.org.
Life costs money, sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans from $300 to $15,000 with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet their friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit oneffc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
In 1916, Auto Owners Insurance teamed up with local independent agents so customers could get fast, friendly, local service. It worked so well, we decided to keep it that way. And 100 years later, we still do things the same way, by teaming up with local independent agents who deliver quality, personal service. Some might call that old school. But then again, maybe everything old is new again. Kind of refreshing, isn't it?
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
State Farm, Kathy here.
Hey, it's Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know if State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes!
Go with one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Battle on the square in downtown LaGrange.
This is what you do right here for that. Yeah.
Medicine Cabinet has been proudly serving the community since 2009. Their experienced and friendly staff are committed to making you feel comfortable and cared for. Cabinet, they believe that being a local, independent pharmacy allows them to provide health care and services that are customized to meet your every need. They invite you to come and see for yourself when you're there. You're a part of the Medicine Cabinet family. They would think they can to make
He's
you
also
feel
the best defensive back they got. Coming back
on Vernon Road, Lee's Crossing, and Moody Bridge. The Medicine Cabinet on the web at MedCap.
No. Number 3 is
The field for the LaGrange Granger
All right, we're back.
Football on the Sports Network.
And we're back again here at Doc Ayers Field here in Cedartown. And let's take a quick look at the Grangers trailing 44-0 here at Cedartown's homecoming. And let's see how we got here. First of all, the Cedartown got the ball first and was only able to get to the Granger 15. They fumbled the ball away. David Paredes with the recovery. But then LaGrange went 3 and out, had to punt the ball away. A good return by Cedartown to the 39-yard line of the Grangers. And only took one play, a 39-yard touchdown run by Frazier, and it was 7-0 in favor of Cedartown. The Grangers had to punt the ball away again. Cedartown going 5 plays, only 44 yards. 6-yard touchdown run by C.J. Washington, and it's 14-0 Cedartown. The Grangers turn the ball over on downs at the Cedartown 48-yard line. Cedartown had to punt the ball away, and then LaGrange had to punt the ball away, and a good return for Cedartown down to the 23-yard line of LaGrange. It only took one play, a 23-yard touchdown pitch and catch. Johnson to, we don't have the number of the player that on the roster who made the catch, and it's 21-0 in favor of Cedartown. LaGrange 3 and out, punting the ball away again. Cedartown starting not a good punt, and I believe it was a penalty that had Cedartown starting at the Granger 9-yard line, and again a one-play 9-yard touchdown run by C.J. Washington. It's 28-0. LaGrange starting at their own 22-yard line and had to punt the ball away. They did get a first down on that drive, but then had to punt the ball away. The bad snap, though, went over the head of Charles Crawford. Crawford helped guide it over the end line for a safety instead of a touchdown, so good play by him, and it became 30-0 in favor of Cedartown. Then on Cedartown's drive, they started at the Granger 45-yard line on the short. The Grangers had to kick off from the 20 for after the safety. Cedartown only had 45 yards to go, and they did a 30-yard touchdown catch. It was Johnson to Pryor. Believe it or not, Pryor's first touchdown and only touchdown of the game, and 37-0 in favor of Cedartown. The Grangers had to punt the ball away again. Cedartown went 6 plays, 54 yards, a 5-yard touchdown run by Johnson on the keeper, and it's 44-0 here at the half. And yes, Johnson is a third-string quarterback for Cedartown, but very good, apparently very deep, and a lot of weapons for Cedartown.
Well, I think, you hit that right. I mean, we were talking about the third-string quarterback, but the bottom line is he's been able to hand that ball off to Pryor.
Yep.
And Pryor is very, very talented, and they do a good job running behind him, and he sets up a lot of other things. It's allowed number 3. It's allowed him to drop the ball off and do some screens and just do some different things. And of course, they ran the one jet sweep to number 6, who was really, really fast. And when you got a guy like Pryor setting it up, it's been very difficult for us to just get that stop.
Yep.
And, we've had a couple of times on offense where we thought we might get a couple more first downs and kind of keep them off the field, offensively.
Right.
And then we've had, some penalties to pull us back, and that's probably one area that the coaching staff will address and make some adjustments as well as in that area, so that we can not bite ourselves in the foot when we do have that chance.
Right.
And but the bottom line is we got to figure out a way to stop the bleeding.
Yeah. I imagine it'll be a lot of the clean jerseys for Cedartown for the second half. And Grangers, unfortunately, they already have some clean jerseys. Some younger players out there. I was looking at at what the coach sent us for starting lineups, and there's 4 sophomores that the coach has listed as starters out there. That's tough because of the lack of varsity experience, and a couple of them lack a size. Playing against these big boys.
Yeah, that's right. Well, I mean, the injuries have plagued, and we've had a couple. Of unfortunate injuries with shoulder separations and. Yep. Broken collarbone and things like that, and so we do have those young guys, and they're seeing 4A football right now, live Atlanta, and I tell you, one of the things that that we've been fortunate enough to see in this region, we've watched a lot of very skilled athletes there's just they're going to be going and playing on Saturdays in colleges, and they already are, and we're seeing a couple of these guys tonight. They look like nice kids, and they're great athletes. And you just got to, you really just got to say, good luck to them, because they are what they are billed to be.
Right. Yep. All right. Well, when we come back, we'll have the scoreboard. Some interesting scores here in Region 5, and we'll have that scoreboard coming up after this break. 44-0 in favor of Cedartown here at the half. We'll be back. This is LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, friends. TOWD Todd Parrish at LaGrange. Whether it's the Dogs, Tigers, or the Tide, the best part of the big game is tailgating. This season, do it in style. The 2019 Kia Sorrento L. Plenty of room in the front for the fans, and lots of space in the back for the grill and the groceries. Drive one away today for only $23,990. And don't forget that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Shop us online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy. God bless America.
Stock number 111754. See Kia of LaGrange for complete details. Expire 10/31/19.
There's a secret to beating injuries or ailments. Get the right team. Emory Southern Orthopedics, well-trained, experienced doctors, nurses, and staff are that team. These teammates listen and understand your specific condition and provide high-quality hometown care that will get you back into your game. For more information about Emory Southern Orthopedics team, visit www.southernorthopedics.com.
There's a storm coming. We may not know its path, but your independent auto owner's insurance agent knows no matter what happens, we'll be there when you need us most. Strong through every storm. That's how it's been for our first 100 years, and how it will be for generations to come.
Mallory Agency at MalloryAgency.com. For all your insurance needs, it's the Mallory Agency.
Hi, football fans. This is Jonathan Moose Matt from Glenn Smith in Opelika. We are happy to be a sponsor of high school football. We believe that high school athletics builds character among young people, and we are honored to lend our support. This is a great area to live, play, work, worship, and retire. In our 27th year, we are your Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer with over 600 new and used vehicles every day. Online at glennsmith.com. Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC. Get ready to smile.
Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, your locally owned and operated flooring professional since 1977. With a huge inventory of hardwood, tile, carpet, area rugs, and vinyl flooring, add the wonderful installation crew that gets the job done right, and you'll enjoy your flooring for years to come. So drop in and pick out your flooring, and they will measure your home and give you a free estimate quick. Kemp's Dalton West Flooring, located at 1287 Lafayette Parkway in LaGrange, or on the web at daltonwest.com. And like Kemp's Dalton West Flooring on Facebook and Instagram.
You're listening to an Eagles Nest Incorporated station, Eagle 102.3, WELR-FM, Roanoke, LaGrange.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Alongside Coach Mike Pauley, I'm Michael Buchanan. Our producer is Ronnie Kay, and our board operator is Dale Poole. Glad to have you with us from Cedartown, where the Cedartown is celebrating homecoming right now. 44-0 for the Bulldogs in favor of the Grangers. Take a quick look at some scores around the area. It is Callaway leading Bremen at the half and barely leading them. 8-0 is the score. Former assistant coach Rooster Russell, now the head coach up at Bremen, and making Callaway have a game over there. 8-0 is the halftime score there. Another surprise, Cartersville leading Central Carroll at the half. Well, that's not the surprise. The score is 3-0 Cartersville over Central Carroll. And how about this score? I've got this as a halftime score. Sandy Creek 30, Troop nothing. The fact that Sandy Creek's leading, not too big of a surprise to me, but shutting them out and being as lopsided as it is, that's a big surprise. Troop's pretty good, but Sandy Creek apparently has some horses.
Well, I think, too, that needs to be noted is I think their Troop starting quarterback, Kobe, is not playing tonight.
Oh, really? Okay.
So that's certainly had an effect on the game.
I bet it does.
Yes, sir.
All right. That is your scoreboard. And when we come back, Coach Pauly and I are going to talk about other sports going on with LaGrange High School. Boy, folks, the LaGrange softball team's looking good. Just a tease. We'll be back after this break to talk about that and more. This is LaGrange High Granger football on the Eagle Sports Network.
At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center, we believe teamwork makes all the difference in your health. We believe that skilled people can achieve higher standards and exceptional results. We believe in a game plan that's focused on patient safety and quality care. At Wellstar West Georgia Medical Center in LaGrange, we believe in life well lived. To learn more about award-winning healthcare, visit wellstar.org/WGMC.
The month of September has arrived and our great deals at Nissan of LaGrange continue. Katie Kate's here and we are doing something special this month. The month of September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month and we are going gold all month long. During September, Nissan of LaGrange will donate $50 for every car sold to the Rally Foundation. With cancer being the #1 disease killer of kids in America, we must do all we can. I encourage everyone to go gold this month and visit Nissan of LaGrange for a great deal and a great cause. Nissan of LaGrange, your friendly hometown dealer.
Isn't life crazy? One day your fender gets dented by a runaway shopping cart. The next day, your kid's college entrance exam is a runaway success.
Yes, I got accepted.
But that's life. Some days you're the bug, some days you're the windshield. No worries, your State Farm agent is here in all of life's moments, the good and the not so good, to help life go right. So good day, bad day, any day, let's talk.
State Farm agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Life costs money, sometimes lots. First Franklin National has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans from $300 to $15,000 with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friend Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit 1ffc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Back again here at Doc Ayers Field. It is Cedartown 44 and LaGrange nothing here at the half. One team that's been having some good success, though, the LaGrange ladies softball team. Coach Pauly, tell us about them.
Thanks, Mike. Again, thank you for having me out here on the radio. I'm sorry. Here we go.
Here we go.
Our head coach is Gabby Heath, and she's surrounded by Craig Mobley, Jim Reed, and Jeff Skinner, and they have great staff. Our girls finished second in the region, played for the region title up in Central Carrollton last week, or actually it was this week, and we ended up finishing second, coming out and going into the state tournament. The first round will be played Tuesday, and we'll have a fun matchup because David Smart, who is our former baseball coach, who took that and helped open that school up there at Denmark. He is also the softball coach, and he'll be coming down and coaching. They're the number 3 seed, and we host Denmark next Tuesday at Granger Softball Field. Games will be at 5 and 7.
Okay.
I think the GHSA mandated fee is $7 for the game for the doubleheader,
right?
Which is a reasonable fee to come watch a game and pay for the officiating and just enjoy a good night out. The Lady Grangers are they boast no seniors, and so they are a young team that has finished well. They had to, have a 20-game win season going into the region championship matchup, so that was really nice. And so we want to wish them the very best. You know, we also might tomorrow morning our cross country teams run, and our boys are 2-time returning region champs.
Okay.
And in a couple weeks they'll be trying to host. Trying to hold off and maybe secure a three-peat.
Okay.
Our girls cross country team has much improved, and I think they had a third place finish, and they hope to push for a championship. I'm not sure. Yet I haven't seen the rest of the field to kind of pair out coming out, but I think our girls team has a chance to be in the top 2.
Okay.
So that'll be a really nice deal. Volleyball will be winding their season up next week. Our competitive cheer team, which I am the head coach of, and I'm assisted by Sarah Kate Cadenhead, who is one of our former athletes, and she's now in school working to become a teacher and obviously a coach. Sarah Kate and I will be taking our girls to Columbus State tomorrow in the North Side. The North Side High School sponsors this cheerleading competition, and it'll be held at CSU.
Okay.
And so we go, and I think Gardner Newman, our feeder school, doing a great job down there with all of their athletics under Dr. Kelly Adams, their new principal, and now their athletic director, Aaron Woody. And, of course, Marcus Blandenberg, the football coach there, former Granger, they're undefeated. He's leading the team there as well. But Gardner Newman's competition cheer team will compete tomorrow at a little after 1 o'clock. And then we compete a couple hours later and about 3:50, I think. And so that kind of rounds out some of your fall sports activities. Things at LaGrange High School are going pretty well overall.
I say you got winter sports also coming up. I know basketball is just about a month away.
Yep, yes, sir. Basketball, wrestling, and swimming are the winter sports, and their official practices start October the 21st.
Okay.
And so they're all gearing up for that, and that's pretty exciting for those teams. You don't have to look very far to see the progress of the new the new gymnasium and indoor training center. So if you haven't had a chance to come by LaGrange High School in a while, please do so.
I'm looking forward to when that opens. It's going to be a good bit. There's still a lot of building that needs to go on over there, but it is coming on up, and I've seen the plans. It looks nice.
We're really excited. I walked over the other day with our principal, Alton White, and we were walking the grounds, and I got kind of emotional. And Alton was, walking through and pointing out what some of the different things were of the construction, and as I walked, I really I told him, I said, you're going to have to give me a second, because it's really a beautiful place. Mm-hmm. It is something that our community is going to be proud of. I know Troops is almost to completion, and they're going to be extremely proud of theirs. And I've been on Callaway's campus, and they have a beautiful campus.
Yeah.
And about five or 7 years ago, it's somewhere in that neighborhood, they built an indoor training center there. Mm-hmm. And Pete Wiggins, the athletic director, and Eric Woods, his assistant, they have done a marvelous job of building their athletic facility up. But now it's our turn.
Yep.
And so we're really excited about having that new gymnasium and indoor training center, and it's going to be impressive.
All right. We're looking forward to it, very much so. When we come back, we will have the second half. It will be a running clock. We'll talk more about that and how that works when we come back. 44-0 in favor of Cedartown. We'll be back after this break on the Eagle Sports Network.
Getting you back into the game is Emory Southern Orthopedics' goal. The full-service orthopedic medical practice features board-certified surgeons, a prompt care center, surgical facility, and physical therapy services. The collaborative medical team at Emory Southern Orthopedics combines with leading-edge orthopedic treatment with proven traditional methods to aid you in achieving an active, pain-free lifestyle. Emory Southern Orthopedics, getting you back into your game.
Hi, friends. TODD Tide Parish at LaGrange. Whether it's the Dogs, Tigers, or the Tide, the best part of the big game is tailgating. This season, do it in style in the 2019 Kia Sorrento L. Plenty of room in the front for the fans and lots of space in the back for the grill and the groceries. Drive one away today for only $23,990. And don't forget that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Shop us online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy. God bless America.
Stock number 111754. See Kia of LaGrange for complete details. Expires 10/31/19.
State Farm, Kathy here.
Hey, it's
Mike. My team just pulled off the biggest upset ever.
Nice, Mike.
And some fans are getting crazy. They even flipped over a car.
Whoa.
Turns out it's my car, though.
Oh.
But I don't want to be upset right now. I want to know State Farm's going to take care of this, right?
We got you covered, Mike.
Yes! Woo!
Go with the one that's here to help life go right. State Farm.
Your State Farm agent is Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
Life costs money, sometimes lots. First Franklin Financial has loans for living. Our Hogansville and LaGrange branches offer personal loans from $300 to $15,000 with payment plans to fit any budget. Stop by and meet the friendly Franklin folk at the location near you. Visit onefc.com to learn more. All loan terms and applicable APRs depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria for the loan size requested and may require collateral. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 5656.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Rangers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
44-0 in favor of Cedartown, and we will have a running clock. Now, in Georgia high school football, the rule is if one team's up by 30 or more at the half, the coach of the team that's behind has the choice of a running clock or not, and as I understand, Coach Gibbs has elected to go with the running clock. The fourth quarter, there is no choice. If one team's down by 30 or more, then it automatically is a running clock, and what that means is, remember the acronym TIPS. The clock can only stop for timeouts, injuries, penalties, and scores. Although I have seen the time was more spectacularly, LaGrange was up like 63-0 against Kendrick one time. Linebacker blasted the backup quarterback, and there was a big-time penalty there. The kid was ejected. That clock never stopped, and that was wise for the officials to not stop the clock for that. So, supposed to stop for those four, but sometimes it's not.
Well, sometimes good judgment can be reasonable.
Yep. So that's what we'll face here. And if you put you've coached, you still coach, but you've coached football before. What do you tell the kids? What do you tell them to?
Well, this is the time. I'm glad you asked me that. Yes, I've coached. I coached under Steve Pardue as the ninth grade coach and assisted him for over 20, close to 20 years. And I was a ninth grade football coach for 9, and of course coached basketball as the head coach for 20 years. But to answer your question, in moments like these, you talk about what you believe in, why you believe in it. You hold your character. You emphasize sportsmanship. You challenge the kids to work together and make sure that they're doing everything to do their responsibility, because it's a collective responsibility. In the face of a team that right now is just rolling, and right now Cedartown, we don't have an answer to their number one player,
right?
And he's just created an entire dynamic that's frustrating, for everybody to watch, because he's that good, and we right now are not very good.
Yeah.
And so what do? You have to know what you believe in, and you have to stay with that. And I think that the key in life, you talk about football, every sport, what's the platform for high school athletics? It's an opportunity for kids to showcase who they are, showcase their teamwork, showcase their talents, but it's also an opportunity for them to make lifelong memories, lifelong friends, and learn lifelong things. And there are some days, like today, this is not our day.
Yeah.
And these are character moments, and if we don't celebrate those the way they need to be celebrated in terms of honoring them for what they are, then we've missed the boat.
Yeah.
So as a coach, you have to believe in those things, and I'm sure that's what they're telling those guys. In other words, don't quit.
Teamwork and temperament. I don't know Cedartown. I don't know their coach, but I find it, teenagers are going to be teenagery, and you might have a player that says something and for you to not react. One of my favorite moments was in a Troop LaGrange game where Destin McFarland blew up Brian Dowell in the end zone, and the players did a great job making sure that no retaliation. They kept their cool. The Thompson game where half the team of Thompson came onto the field. No LaGrange Grangers came onto the field to do that. So they had good temperament.
Well, I think you just got to call it like it is, but you don't quit. You never quit.
Yep.
And so you asked me that question. That's a great question because these are the things that you're teaching the kids. Their coach, his name is Doyle Kelly.
Yeah.
He's a good friend of mine. He's their head AD, and he's been a long-time baseball and football coach, and he's also a part-time preacher.
Oh, good.
And he's a good guy.
Good.
And, I'm sure that he's going to play with class here as well.
The field is Dylan Norvell at the 5-yard line across the 10 to the 20 far sideline and brought down around the 30-yard line.
Nice return by Dylan. He scooted out to the right, and like you said, gained about 25 yards.
That's the first time they've kicked to him all night long, and I don't blame them for not doing that in the first half. Let's see, they'll spotted about the 27-yard line.
Bad day, any day. Let's talk.
State Farm agent Matt Orr on the square in downtown LaGrange.
I don't know what happened here.
Back to the field for LaGrange Grangers Sports Network.
Back again, and the Grangers have 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line. 2 receivers to the left side, 1 to the right. High snap, Charles gets it down, hands it off up the middle, and that defensive line just stopping up the gaps for no gain. Trying to see who.
Well, I was trying to see if that was Calais that ran the ball. I didn't think it was Calais.
I didn't think so either, but I'm seeing Caleb come off the sideline. Well, they do have a Granger down. Is that Calais? On his knee? Yep, sure is. It was Calais, and he's favoring his left ankle.
He's just had a hard time getting that ankle healed up. I asked Coach the other day, what the outlook looked for that, and he said that really it was going to be something that he was going to have to nurse all season.
Yeah.
And
he's a junior.
he's just hampered by an injury right now that's just not healing, and it's probably not going to heal for the season. He's going to have to learn how to navigate that with the pain a little bit, and also you're going to have to pick and choose when they use him.
Yeah. 2nd and 9. So Caleb Ross out there at running back. 1 receiver to the left side, 1 to the right. Torian Moore as the fullback. Waiting for the ready for play whistle. There it is. Crawford waiting for the snap. Takes the snap, gives to Ross, bounces out to the left side. He'll get spun down around the 30-yard line for a gain of 3.
The flag comes out. I'm not sure why. It was a good second effort by Caleb.
Let's see what the count to see if there's too many men in the field. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. I've got 11. Well, now Crawford's out there, so it may have been 12. Yep. 12 men on the field.
Well, those things are compounded now that you have guys coming in and out, and that's going to be probably a sore subject. We've got 9 penalties at this point on the game, and
15-yard penalty on the Grangers.
That's going to back them up 15 yards. So the ball is now spotted at the 13-yard line. Second down.
I'm not sure that you and I got that penalty right. That was a 15-yard penalty. Was that a personal?
I don't know. I mean, I saw the referee counting, and I counted myself, and I counted 11, but that didn't count Charles Crawford, who was on the sideline getting the play. So there was 12 out there, but I don't see that being a 15-yard penalty. Hands off to Caleb Ross, trying the left side. Nothing doing. The defense strings him out. And he's out of bounds near the 10-yard line.
Caleb Ross on the run for the Rangers.
Moore a little slow coming up. Now he's up. And going back to the huddle.
Number 23, Torian Boone.
Did I say Moore? It is Boone.
Yeah, you did, but that's okay.
My mistake. There's nothing that drives a parent crazy than having the play-by-play guy say the name wrong.
Well,
Kobina Isandu's mother pointed out to me very well that that's not how to pronounce his last name. So,
well, we try to do our best, don't we, Mike?
Yeah, we do.
You know, in the face of the score not being where we want it to be, we have to celebrate kids. We want to do a good job.
And through the hands of Caleb Ross.
It was a good idea. We had a little draw play. We were not able to execute the throw and drop to Caleb Ross.
That brings up 4th down.
You know, we were talking earlier, our band performed it before the game tonight as well as their band performed. We're grateful that they invited us to play before the game. You know, it's important to our band to get to play, and they had their halftime ceremony. So
I've seen it where on homecoming the visiting band doesn't get a chance to play at all.
You know, last week the
bad snap, Charles able to get the punt off, but it was tipped a little bit. And we'll roll to the 32-yard line where Cedartown will start 1st and 10.
That's the second snap we haven't really had punt snap problems all year long. So I'm not sure what the misconnection is or the disconnect, but Charles did a really good job of getting that ball off. Yeah, last week we were able to have the Central Carrollton band play after the game.
That was nice.
They did a really nice job, and they're certainly a class act. And their principal, Jared Griffiths, he's a good guy, and they were very thankful that we had that opportunity to do that.
Granger fans were a class act too. They stuck around for it and gave him a standing ovation afterwards.
Yes, we did, and that was very good.
All right, handed the ball off to 26.
Looks like a young jersey.
Yep, don't have his number. And he gets tackled for no gain.
I think to your point, they've got some fresh shirts in there, and good for Coach Kelly, giving them some opportunities.
Three receivers to the left side, one to the right. Quarterback's going to keep it himself. They got a new quarterback out there as well, number 12, and don't have his name either. Into the 29-yard line, so 3rd and 8. Clock running, 6 minutes to go in the quarter. 3 receivers left, 1 right. And number 17 is the caught at the 20, 15, and then brought down near the 10-yard line.
Yeah, he did a little, number 17, the young quarterback did a little bootleg out to the left side and threw it into about a 12-yard.
Just outside the 10, so called the 11 for a 1st down.
All right, we need to have a defensive stop here.
Number 40 for the Grangers, Jackson Dennis, freshman, going in. There's the snap, pitches to the tailback at the 20 to the 15, spilled.
Number 21, David
Paredes
made the tackle. Nice job filling the lane. He's one of our inside linebackers.
Brings up 2nd and long, 2nd and 6. Band with the ESPN fight song. One receiver to the left side for Central. That's for Cedartown, rather. Two to the right. Going to hand the ball off. Going to try to find the way, but the Grangers swarming to the ball, bringing them down for no gain, maybe a yard loss.
Pretty good job right there. I think Mitchell Purdy got in on the play. You had Quay Bowles on the play. Keywan Milton on the play. The host of Grangers did a good job.
3rd and 5. Two receivers left, one right. Going to hand the ball off, try that left side, that 26 once again, and he sidesteps a tackler and is in for the touchdown. 6-yard touchdown run by number 26. Don't have his number because 27 is C.J. Washington. And it is now 50-0 with the PAT pending.
Well, we have another freshman DB, Marquez Hall, out there, and the guy just pressured him right there on the corner, and we were not able to make the play. And those young guys are getting experience. That's probably the most positive thing you can say.
Extra point attempt is up, and it is good. 3:08 left to go, and they're still running the clock, so I guess they just decided to go ahead and let this clock run as much as possible. It's supposed to be stopped with the score, but hey, let it keep on running. We'll be back after this 30-second break. It is 51-0 in favor of Cedartown. Back after this break on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, football fans. Jonathan Mooseman from Glenn Smith and Opelika. We love this time of year with all the excitement of football. We also love that Glenn Smith can play a part in supporting high school sports. We salute the team, coaches, band, the cheerleaders, and of course the families and fans. We are proud to be your Chevrolet Buick and GMC dealer with over 600 new and used vehicles every day. Online 24/7 at glennsmith.com. Glenn Smith Chevrolet Buick GMC. Get ready to smile.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Coming up on 2 minutes left to go in the third quarter, 51-0 Cedartown. And they're about to kick the ball off. Waiting for the kick. There it is. Deep kick. Caught at about the 10-yard line to the 15, to the 20. Still on his feet to the 30. And finally brought down at around the 36-yard line. Sam Yates on the carry.
No. That was Andre Canty, number 20.
Okay, I thought, my mistake.
Yeah, Andre Canty on the carry right there, Michael. He had to catch that ball kind of high, and he really accelerated very nicely. Came right up through the middle.
So from the 35-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Grangers.
Well, like Cedartown, we have a lot of fresh jerseys in as well.
Yep.
And probably should have at this point. And
Tristan Smith on the near side. Crawford back to pass, caught at the 35 and dropped right there around the 36-yard line, and Dylan Norvell.
Yep.
Norvell.
Yeah, just a quick out pass to Dylan. I had an opportunity to meet with Dylan the other day. He's really turning into a nice young man and having a good senior year. And I hate that this game's not going well for the team, but Dylan is a hard-working young man and been a pleasure to work with this year.
2nd down, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Crawford hands the ball off across the 35, down about the 38-yard line. Caleb Ross on the carry. Just a good hard worker and slow to get up, but he's shaking his right leg and he's staying in there. That is the end of the third quarter of play with your score, Cedartown 51 and LaGrange nothing. We'll be back for the fourth quarter after this 1-minute break on the Eagle Sports Network.
The month of September has arrived and our great deals at Nissan of LaGrange continue. Katie Cates here and we are doing something special this month. The month of September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month and we are going gold all month long. During September, Nissan of LaGrange will donate $50 for every car sold to the Rally Foundation. With cancer being the #1 disease killer of kids in America, we must do all we can. I encourage everyone to go gold this month and visit Nissan of LaGrange for a great deal and a great cause. Nissan of LaGrange, your friendliest hometown dealer.
Hi, friends. TODD Todd Parrish at LaGrange. Whether it's the dogs, tigers, or the tide, the best part of the big game is tailgating. This season, do it in style in the 2019 Kia Sorrento L. Plenty of room in the front for the fans and lots of space in the back for the grill and the groceries. Drive one away today for only $23,990. And don't forget that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Shop us online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy. God bless America.
Stock number 111754. See Kia of LaGrange for complete details. Expires 10/31/19.
If you need medical treatment at the highest level and want care that's personal, turn to WellStar. We offer the latest procedures at Georgia's first certified comprehensive cardiac center, along with an innovative approach to fighting cancer, where specialists collaborate to accelerate diagnosis and treatment. We're also home to a top-level stroke program that performs life-saving operations every day. At WellStar, we care for the whole you. Learn more at wellstar.org.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagles Sports Network.
Charles Crawford rolling out to his right while we were at break, throwing to Sam Yates. A nice catch. Number 19,
16, Tristan Smith.
Okay. And down to the 20-yard line inside Cedartown territory. I hate when we are in a break.
Well, they got back on us. No need to get upset about it, Mike. It was a nice throw and catch.
Very good throwing catch.
Yep.
Now a handoff to Andre Canty across the 20 down to about the 15-yard line.
Tristan Smith's one of our sophomore receivers and also a backup quarterback, and that was a really nice catch. I think we had Andre Canty. You just talked about him going up the middle, so we're,
Second down at about 6. That was a dandy catch. Deep inside Cedartown territory. Second and 6. One receiver to the left side. That's Yates. And on the near side is Smith. And now Caleb Ross going into the slot. Now he's coming back. Waiting for the snap. They're going to give to Ross. And, well, he had a hole up the middle. Problem was he was dragged down from behind around the 15-yard line. Just good speed penetration back there by Frazier.
Yeah, they did a nice job closing on him because Caleb looked like he had a little bit of an opening, and next thing you know, it closed up. And off that left side.
Third down. Third and about 5, ball on the far hash mark. 3 receivers right, 1 left. Crawford, play fake, and he's going to keep it. There's nobody open on the right side, and he just holds on to the ball and makes sure he keeps possession, and is dropped at the 20.
Yeah, their defensive line just did a good job of penetrating and putting the pressure on us. Charles didn't have much of a chance right there.
Nope. Inside of 9 minutes to go, Rangers trailing 51-0. Fourth down, they're going to go for it. Yates, Norvell, and Cole Crawford on the near side. Rolling out to his right. Good block by Cole Crawford. Charles going to run it.
Let's get out of bounds.
And he's going to get dropped at the 15-yard line. That was fourth down anyway. And ball will go over on downs.
Well, Charles made a nice scamper out there to try to get that first down. In the end, he probably should have just ran out of bounds.
Yeah, and, not taking the hit.
Not taking the hit, but he's not programmed to quit, and that's that's a good thing.
He has, I don't know what I know last week he had staple stitches and injured non-throwing hand, and he still has the mindset, put me in, coach. I'm ready to play.
Well, when he had his finger dislocated and then, they had to rework that, and then he went back in, it was pretty amazing. He's just a good guy. Now it looks like we have a timeout.
Yeah, Cedartown takes a timeout. We'll take a 30-second timeout with them. 7:47 left to go in the game. Back after this 30-second break on the Eagle Sports Network.
Hi, friends. Eagle Tide Parish at LaGrange. Whether it's the Dogs, Tigers, or the Tide, the best part of the big game is tailgating. This season, do it in style in the 2019 Kia Sorrento L. Plenty of room in the front for the fans and lots of space in the back for the grill and the groceries. Drive one away today for only $23,990. And don't forget that October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Shop us online at KiaLaGrange.com. Help support your local economy. God bless America.
Stock number 111754. See Kia of LaGrange for complete details. Expires 10/31/19.
Now back to the field for LaGrange Grangers football on the Eagle Sports Network.
Callaway leading Bremen 14-7. It is Sandy Creek 37, Troop nothing in the fourth quarter. And now 2 receivers right, 2 left. They're going to do a jet sweep to the right side. Cedartown is across the 15. And it looks like the Granger defense was able to string him out and keep him from turning that corner, and he'll be down around the 16-yard line.
We have a freshman linebacker, Valshawn Patterson, made that tackle, and he's had a promising freshman year with production, and it's nice to see him get some varsity time right here, where it's appropriate, and he's going to be a really good player.
2nd and 9. Two receivers right. Another jet sweep this way to the left side. He cuts it upfield and will gain about 4 yards to the 19.
That was turned back in by our defensive end, Jaquez Smith. I see number 71 coming across the field. He's a new kid, a new young man that moved into us from Arkansas. His name's Gunnar Coppinger, and he's a pretty nice young man.
Cartersville leading Central Carroll 10-7 in the fourth quarter. And another handoff, trying the left side. He gets across the 20 to about the 23. That's going to be close to a first down, maybe a yard short.
Well, it's nice to see Central Carrollton and Cartersville having a tight game. That's healthy for the region.
Yeah.
Be fun to see how that game finishes out.
Lots of folks thinking Carterville's going to run away with the region. Central says nope. All right, they're going to punt. Cedartown is. Punter standing on his 10-yard line, almost blocked. And it is going to roll across the 50 to the 45, down near the 42-yard line, where LaGrange will have the ball 1st and 10, 5:23 to go. And Cedartown did punt. Number 6 for LaGrange, Jaquez Smith. We were talking about him earlier. He almost got a hand on that ball.
Yes, he did. That was really close to a block.
Yep.
The effort's still good out here. So that's good. I want to do a shout out to our choral director, Jalen Smith. We lost a very talented chorus director in Katie Trent. She and her husband moved, and Jalen has taken the job, and he directed a fun event last night, and just wanted to say the great job by him.
Good deal. And looks like a quarterback keeper. I don't think that's Crawford, though. No, that's 18, Jalen Brown. We've seen him out there before.
Jalen came in a few weeks ago when Charles went out with his dislocated finger, and Jalen's just a freshman. He's a nice-looking young man. He's a nice young man, and I think they think he has lots of promise. The coaches are very positive.
We'll receiver left, two right. Jalen's going to hand it off. Nice move to across the 45 to the 46-yard line. 27, Asa Leaf, the sophomore, gaining positive yardage.
Yeah, good quickness right there by Asa.
Third and 6.
I've enjoyed being on the air with you, Mike. Thanks for inviting me. If there's anytime I can help you guys, let me know.
Glad to have you. Two receivers left, two right. Jalen back to pass. Caught at the 50. Cuts it inside, gets a positive yardage, 45, and then spun down at the 40-yard line, number 37. I don't have a 37.
No, he's one of our young guys, and it looks like we don't have him on the roster, at least this roster we have.
Well, I tell you what, we need one because we need to find out his name. He's going to be a good one later on down the road based on what I'm seeing.
Yeah, that was a nice job right there.
I wasn't able to print out another roster Coach gave me, maybe on that. See if I can bring it up. Two receivers left, one right. Jalen's going to hand it off. 40, 35, following a blocker to the 30, and then spilled at the 25-yard line. 26, Valshawn Patterson.
Valshawn had a very nice run. Valshawn gets lots of compliments from the teachers in the classrooms. That's always a nice thing to hear.
37 is Tyreek Karsten.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Definitely want to give credit where credit is due. 1st and 10 for the Grangers from the Cedartown 25-yard line. Rolling out to his right. Jalen's going to keep it himself across the 20 at the 15, and then bowls his way forward to about the 13.
Well, it was just a good football play. He did a fake pitch to the left, and then did a quarterback keeper up the middle, and he tucked it, and really played aggressively there. It was nice to see.
Asa Leaf back out there. Minute 30 to go in the game. Rangers trying to come away with something positive. Two receivers left, two right. Waiting for the snap. There it is. Quick pass caught. And that's Tyreek. And wow, is that the Sandy Creek game? 44-7, Sandy Creek over Troop. That is a final. Makes me not look forward to the trip to Tyrone. Inside of 45 seconds to go. Two receivers left, two right. Going to hand the ball off. He's to the 10. He's to the 5. Pushing for the end zone. He's in. Touchdown, Grangers. Give him 6. Touchdown, Asa Leaf. 13-yard scamper by Asa finds the end zone. The Grangers crack the egg on the scoreboard, 51-6, PAT pending. Now the Grangers going for 2. They are. Brown in the shotgun. He's going to keep it himself, and a good job on that defense, staying at home. Had one player just stayed at home. Ball's on the ground, but it doesn't matter. The two-point conversion fails. 51-6 in favor of Cedartown with 26.5 seconds left to go. Coach, definitely something positive for the youngsters to go go on. Granted, Cedartown's youngsters were out there as well, but, you know, got to get some positive.
Well, and obviously there was no quit. We had lots of energy from the young guys. Lots of credit to both teams showing a lot of class here, finishing the second half when it could have gone the other way. Both teams played a lot of players, and look, in the end of the game, at the end of the night, it's a game, and you want kids to want to play the game. Obviously, we'll go back and try to get prepared for next week.
Next week, the Grangers will be at home against Cartersville. Cedartown plays at Central Carroll. Troop is off. Chapel Hill is at Sandy Creek. Callaway Cavaliers play at home next Thursday night against Lamar County. Whistle's blown. I think the kick went out of bounds. Unfortunately, I was looking at the scoreboard, not at the field. And yep, they're moving it back. Callaway with the win, 20-14 over Bremen. So that is now a final. Now an effort to get a Cartersville score. As Cedartown was backed up 5 yards. Excuse me, the Grangers were backed up 5 yards rather. Cedartown on the return across the 40, and then finally gang tackled around the 44-yard line, and that's going to be the end of the game with your score: Cedartown 51 and LaGrange 6. And Coach, your take on the game. I mean, not a whole lot you can say.
I think both teams showed class finishing the game. I don't think we had anybody get seriously injured this game. Calais Gibbs is not well still, and which is unfortunate for him because he's frustrated. He's a very good athlete, a good player, and I think the Granger Nation is obviously frustrated together, and what we've got to do is we've got to stick together and just support our guys and live for another day, Mike.
Grangers play Cartersville next week at home. Central just scored, narrowing the lead. Cartersville is now leading Central 16-14 with 6:53 left to go in the game. LaGrange had a one-score game against Central, and now Cartersville with a one-score game so far against Central. It's going to make this region pretty interesting.
That's pretty interesting, I have to tell you that. Again, I want to tell you thanks again for having me.
I appreciate you.
Ronnie K, yes, sir. Let me know, Ronnie. Good working with you. And I just thank you for the opportunity, and let's go Grangers.
Go Grangers. We'll look forward to the rest of the season. Hopefully we'll get some folks healed up and get going. But down 0-2, chances of making the playoffs is really, really steep now. But, one thing the Grangers have to do now is just get better. A lot of young kids that's going to be playing again next year, and they'll have something to look forward to.
Well, you can't. In some ways, there's a lot of football still left.
Yeah.
And in other ways, the playoffs. We have an 0-2 start, makes it difficult, but that doesn't mean that you can't. Something couldn't happen that works your way. So.
And Coach said Cedartown's the best 1-4 team in the state. They've got some talent there, and there's going to be some players playing on Saturday for them, and still looking forward to seeing how they finish off the season.
Well, I talked to Coach Kelly last week, to your point, and he said that he knew he had a very talented group of guys, and they just would not been able to pull it together. And I hated that they pulled it together against us, but they did. And yes, they may be down a quarterback or two, but they are not down in skill positions, and those guys did a really good job.
Yep. Coach, thank you very much. Appreciate your work, and
thank you.
See you down the road. That's going to do it from Cedartown. We hope you enjoy the broadcast, which could have got you a better result, though. Once again, your final score, Cedartown 51 and LaGrange 6. LaGrange drops to 2-3 overall, 0-2 in the region, while Cedartown improves to 2-4 overall, 1-1 in the region. Join us next Friday night as the Grangers host the Cartersville Purple Hurricanes. Airtime is 7 o'clock. Granger Football is a production of Eagles Nest Incorporated, from our broadcast partner, Coach Mike Pauley, and our producer, Ronnie Kay, and our board operator, Del Poole. I'm Michael Buchanan saying good night and go Grangers.